All right, this is question number 5 from the 2008 Form B AB exam. In this question, you are given the graph of G prime with some coordinates listed on it. And you're also given that G of 2 is equal to 5. Part A, it says find the x-coordinate of all points of inflection of the graph of G and justify your answer. Okay, so inflection points for G are going to be when the second derivative changes sign. Well, another way to say that is the relative extrema of the first derivative. This is the first derivative, and the relative extrema are here and here. So x equals 1 and x equals 4, as those are the relative extrema of G prime. Part B, find the absolute max value of G on the interval from -3 to 7 and justify. Okay, so we're going to make a table of values. We're going to check the endpoints and when the derivative is 0, just like always. And this is what you're given right here. That's your initial condition. So I'm starting here. Boom, okay? And when I made this table, this was the first thing I put in my table, this like middle part. And then from there, I went this way, and then I went this way. Okay, fine. So we have 5. Okay, we're going all the way to -1. We figured out the area of that triangle is 1.5. It's above and to the left, so I'm subtracting. So 5 take away 1.5 leaves me here. Okay, and I keep going over to x equals -3. Again, the area of this triangle is 4. Okay, it is to the left and below. So that's going to count positive, and 3.5 plus 4 gives me 7.5. Now kind of reset yourself back to your initial condition so you can go this way. All right, so again, I'm right here. I'm going to an x-coordinate of 6, okay, and that 4, the area of the triangle up there is below and to the right, so 5 minus 4 is 1. And then finally, this little triangle right here is above and to the right, so he counts positive. 1 plus 0.5 is 1.5. Look at your table. That's obviously the biggest, so he's your absolute max. Part C, find the average rate of change of G on the interval from -3 to 7. Okay, so the average rate of change of G is whatever the average of G prime is, right? Isn't G prime the rate of change of G? So I want the average value of G prime. Well, I'm looking at the graph of G prime. And so if I want the average value of what I'm looking at, of the level that I'm at, it's 1 over B minus A. So 1 over 7 minus -3, integrate from -3 to 7. Okay, there's your 1/10. Now, we already know, so when you integrate G prime, you get out G. And we know that G of 7 is equal to 1.5. And we know that G of -3 is equal to 7.5. So that's where those guys are coming from. And then just a little bit of arithmetic gets you to -0.6. Part D, find the average rate of change of G prime on the interval from -3 to 7, and then talk about the mean value theorem. Okay, so we want the average rate of change of G prime. Well, G double prime would be the rate of change of G single prime. So, and I'm looking at the graph of G single prime, which means that I need to find the slope of the endpoints because I'm at the level above the level that it's asking about. Okay, so we know what our endpoints are. They're labeled. So I just simply do y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1 to get the slope of the endpoints. So -1/2 is the average rate of change of G prime. And then MVT does not apply because this guy right here isn't differentiable everywhere. He's not differentiable here or here or here. So you say MVT does not apply as G prime is not differentiable at all points on -3 to 7.